Museum Glass Studio. My name is Van. I'll be doing the demonstration today. I have Will, who's going to be assisting me, and then we have Letitia, who's back in the back manning the cameras, so you can get a better view. How many of y'all been here before? Quite a few of you. Welcome back, and welcome to people who haven't been here before. We exist because we have the second largest glass collection in the United States over at the museum. We have over 10,000 glass objects of art. We also have, I believe it's around 30,000 regular pieces of art, ranging from like prehistoric art or very ancient art all the way to contemporary. So we have a very vast and eclectic collection, and if you get a chance, please go over there and check it out. Before we get started, we're going to go through a little brief slideshow, and then we're going to go ahead and make our piece. This is an aerial view of the Chrysler Museum. You can see here, it's quite beautiful. We've been around for quite a while now, and we're still pumping, going strong. Here is a view of the building that you are in, the Glass Studio. We were formerly a bank building. If you look back in the back, you'll see the words "the safe" written back there. That's actually where they used to keep the money. We don't have money in there anymore. We just keep our glass tools and color glass and things of that nature. Something that we're a big part of is the Neon Festival. If we're all familiar with the Arts District right over a couple blocks down on Grand Street. We were calling it the Neon District. It was the Arts District, now it's named the Neon District, but we're having a huge festival, and we're going to basically decorate this whole area with a bunch of neon. It's going to be really cool. I'm sure it's going to have like a kind of a First Friday feel. Up and down here during First Fridays, and they have a lot of gallery openings. People are having, DJs or bands play. Well, speaking of the assistants, Will is one of the assistants here. We have an assistantship program that they come here and donate 6 months of their time. They do work on their professional development as far as their resumes, their bios. They work on websites. They get to work with professional artists. I think we have Sinsky coming up, who's a very famous glass artist. They also do the day-to-day maintenance in the studio. We really couldn't survive without them. We give them a round of applause for doing all that voluntary part. We're going through the different processes, and part of the reason why we do is we're part of the education facility over at the museum. So we kind of educate you on the different processes of the different art pieces that we have. And there are didactics in the back. As you can see, there's several different processes along the way, but we're going to go into a little bit further detail. So directly above me is a flat glass shop. In that flat glass shop, we do flat glass, and part of that is stained glass. So we cut these stained glass panels out, kind of piece them together like a puzzle. We wrap them with copper foil tape, then we solder them together, and you have like a little piece like this. And this is actually something you can do in our one-day class, which is pretty cool. Probably one of the most prolific stained glass artists of our time is Louis Tiffany. This is a triptych, which means 3 huge panels. It's called Wisteria, done in the early 1900s. Take that process a little bit further with those panes of glass called fusing. In fusing, we take those panes of glass, we cut them up, and then we tack them together with a little bit of glue, as Will has in his left hand. We put it into a kiln, we fire it about 1400 degrees, and they actually fuse into one solid piece of glass, as you see here in his right hand. Up on the screen is a piece in our contemporary glass gallery by Chrysler. These panels, you can really work very large. This panel, like one panel is about yay big, so you can imagine the scale. As long as you have a kiln big enough, you can work as large as you pretty much desire to. So we take that fusing process a little bit further, and this actually predates glass blowing. It's called slumping. We take that fused piece of glass, we put it into the kiln, we fire it to about 1300 degrees, not quite to that fusing point, just to get it soft, and it actually slumps into the mold. If you have a ceramic mold right here, you can actually slump into something or even over something. It's really up to you. As I said, this does predate glass blowing. This is a Roman vessel from 1st century BC. Flame working. If you look directly over to my right, all these steel tables with torches mounted on them, that's our flame working area. And this is where we take propane and oxygen, we funnel those gases through those torches. We fire those torches up right around 3,000 degrees or so. And we have prefabricated rods and tubing that we can melt and manipulate. See here, we have a chain link. It's made out of solid. Then we have a blown form, kind of like a little bird of some sort. Up on the screen are two Italian-born glass or flame workers. The one on the left is Emilio Santini. He actually is guest star in the vestibule today, so if you walk through those doors, you see the beautiful art. That's actually Emilio Santini art. He actually also has a piece, although all the slides that I'm showing you are in our collection, so you can go over and have a little treasure hunt after this and say, I remember that. And the one on the right is Gianni Toso from our famous chess set. Pole working, directly behind you is our pole working shop. It's kind of exactly what it sounds like. We take various tools like saws, grinders, sanding, lathes, engravers, sandblasters. In this case, Will's got a couple of repurposed glass. We have 4 bottles that have been cut very carefully and then glued back together. Kind of make that game that everyone loves and everyone can win, you know? Let's spin the bottle. And one of those major processes, can you bring out the cameo stuff? One of those major processes, we have a huge collection of this, is cameo glass. As you can see here, we have a white glass on top and a blue glass in the back. And we engrave through the white glass to reveal the blue glass so we have an image kind of comes out. This is actually a pretty old process. Most of our cameo is right around the 1800s, maybe the early 1900s. 2 of those famous pieces are the Woodall plaques. We've had one for 25 or 30 years, and we just acquired the other one a couple years ago, so they haven't been together in over 100 years, and now they're actually reunited. As you can see, it's very detailed work, and they didn't have sandblasters like we do now. They actually had to use copper wheels and engrave. Very slow, meticulous process, and it's kind of like working with marble. If you knock a finger off the marble statue, then you got to throw it away, start over. It's kind of the same way here. You have to work very carefully. If you engrave too much, or you take away too much, then you've kind of defeated the purpose. It took about a year probably to carve these out, just one of them. Kiln casting. Where we take a mold of something, say a hand in this case, this is our example, and then we make a wax mold of that. Then we invest that wax mold into plaster, we melt the wax out of the plaster, we pack the glass into the plaster mold, we put it in the kiln, we fire it up till the glass melts into the plaster, chip away the plaster, and then we have our hand piece that we made. And you can see, you can get very detailed. You can actually see like part of the cuticles and the wrinkles in the skin. You get very, very detailed with this kind of work. Probably one of the most well-known kiln casters is Terre Lamont. And this is a life-size dress. It's actually not in our glass gallery. This is actually juxtaposed from an Egyptian sarcophagus in the Egyptian area. But this is life-size. It's 3 pieces. And it's absolutely beautiful. Hot casting. Where we take a bed of sand, we roll it out here, we make an impression in that sand, then we ladle hot glass out of our furnace at about 2,300 degrees. We ladle it into that impression, and we let it cool down. We pop it right out of the sand, knock the sand off. As you see, we have see where the sand has actually made an impression on, and then this is the clear side where we actually pour the glass in, so it'll be like this when we pour it in. Very cool, and that's Mayor Giuliani. Put some lipstick on. But you can really push this a lot further. This is Bertil Wallin. He is a Swedish-born glass worker, and he's actually pushed this process a lot further. You can see it's very painterly. It's very, you see a lot of different, I guess, motion in it even. You know, he took it much further than just making that impression and pouring a little bit of glass. I admired it so much. These are 2 pieces of mine I did in retrospect to his work. Also sand-casted and lampwork figures. Hot sculpting is where we take hot glass out of the furnace in its solid form and we work it with various tools. You can work small, you can work large, and you can get very detailed with this too. See a little birdie on a perch, and then we have a little heart there. Up on the screen is Lady with Shrimp from an Italian studio in the 1930s. We call her Shrimp Lady. She's probably about 15 inches tall. And you can see, really get to see that detail on the face and the shrimp and the scales and everything. So we're very detailed with this. Glass blowing is actually what we're going to be doing for you today. And that's where we take a hollow pipe, We stick it into the glass, put a little glass in the end of it, and we inject air into that pipe. See, we have here a little ornament. Now, are we still doing Christmas in August? We stuck 2 more times. So, if you want to come and join us, we have classes in a lot of these processes, but right now we have Christmas in August, so you can come before the big rush and make an ornament for your tree coming up in a couple months. It's really cool, it's a lot of fun. And up on the screen is a German rower vessel from the 17th century. Alright. So I want to introduce you to a little bit of our studio. In the heart of our studio, first, here in the front row, if you already wear glasses, no need to put on a second pair of glasses. Just one pair of glasses will do. In the heart of our studio is our furnace. Will's going to open that door for you so you can feel the heat. It's 2150 degrees Fahrenheit. We never shut it off. It stays on 24/7. Holds 560 pounds of glass in a giant crucible, which is a giant ceramic pot. Next to that, be our pipe warmer. So he's going to pull out a pipe so you can see the dull red glow on the end of the pipe. See that dull red glow on the end? We have to preheat the ends of the pipes up so the glass actually sticks to it. If it was cold and we stuck it in and tried to get some glass out of that furnace, we could probably just slide the glass right off. So we have to preheat so it sticks to it. And this little thing here is our reheating chamber. This is fire on demand. This is also 2100 degrees. As you can see, we have multiple doors we can open to accommodate for the size diameter of the piece that we're going to make, instead of losing all that heat. But fire on demand means we cut it on when we need it, and then we can cut it off. And our last